I'm now joined by Gina Solomon of the NRDC. Welcome, Gina.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Tell me about some of the work you're doing with the Natural Resource Defence Council.
I work with the health program of the NRDC. And so we're a national and actually now international, since we have a presence in China, nonprofit NGO, and we work on protecting the environment and human health. And my work area historically has been on chemicals policy, air pollution, and water pollution. But now my work has actually transitioned into working on the health effects of global warming.
And that's a very important area that you bring up because it's somewhat overlooked. There's so many catastrophic things impending that people's health is somewhat forgotten, but it's all interconnected, right?
It really is. And this all came about for me 4 years ago, actually 4 years ago this week, when I went to New Orleans as part of a response team for the flooded city after Hurricane Katrina. And the reason that I went there with a team of other scientists was the community groups and the local officials were asking, is it safe to return to this city that had been flooded with all of this contaminated water, contaminated from running across hazardous waste sites, with petroleum residues from all of the vehicles that were flooded, etc. And so we went in there to do a survey and then went back and back again and back again to do monitoring and assessments. And each time I went back to the city, I just thought, this is the future, or it could be the future. This is the kind of thing that we're going to see more of with climate change. And as someone who hadn't really worked on climate change before, I thought, I should be, it's well and good to be working on the chemicals that are contaminating the city, but I really need to stop climate change and also help get people prepared so that we don't see more events like this.
Why was it important for you to attend this summit?
This summit is a great event because it brings together so many important voices and leaders, and I really do hope that it will bring momentum into Copenhagen and will raise the profile of the issue in the public. There are many people who, the public is aware of climate change, it's just not high on their priority list. And if people realize how important this is for their children and their grandchildren, it needs to get notched up on the priority list so that they feel compelled to act now. And that groundswell will come from events like this.
Wonderful. Well, Gina Solomon, thank you so much for your time today and for your hard work in the field.
Thank you.